folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you from DEADPIT.com. I've got another damn review for you guys, okay? This one is the classic from 1978. Ronin Flix has released about 15 different versions of this, I think, and this is the newest version that came out in August. Pretty much a basic version of the film. They did a remaster recently on I Spit on Your Grave and did a great job with it. We're going to talk about it. It's the first time I've seen this movie in quite a while. I was kind of inspired by Phantasmat, who said he preferred I Spit on Your Grave over Last House on the Left, which we've had a series of shows on Last House on the Left that's on DEADPIT.com right now. We did a Tragedies in Tinseltown, kind of a retrospective on the movie, and on our podcast today that just dropped, an interview with Mark Scheffler, who was Junior Stillo, one of the only surviving stars of the movie. We had him on for over an hour on the podcast talking about all that good stuff. So if you want to check that out, that's available now. You can hear the complete uncut interview on DEADPIT on Patreon.com, or the podcast has most of the interview up, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, all that good stuff. So that inspired me to check this movie out again. And plus there's a newer edition that Ronin Flix brought out from 1978, possibly the longest tagline in movie history. Oh yes. This woman has just cut, chopped, broken, and burned 5 men beyond recognition. But no jury in America would ever convict her. Yeah, I don't like reading. That's too much reading for me. But this is a movie. Elite Entertainment brought a DVD out back in the day of this thing. Camille Keaton stars. Does a great job as the victim in the beginning of the movie. So the whole story, it's a very basic plot. I mean, she is a writer who rents a cabin in the woods for the summer to work on her first novel. And there's some local yokels that one of them is mentally handicapped. One of them works at a gas station, have nothing going on, nothing happening. They decide to take advantage of the situation here. Young Jennifer staying at the cabin alone in the middle of the woods. This was in the 70s. This predates cell phones and any form of, I don't even think there was a regular phone in the cabin. So at that point, there's a very, very, very long gang rape sequence. Initially, she is thought to have been killed by one of the guys. A handicapped guy kind of fibs and says, yeah, I stabbed her. She's gone. I took care of her. But no, 2 weeks goes by. One of the guys is out and about and sees her, and he's like, holy shit, she's still alive. So she's taken that 2 weeks to kind of recover from her injuries. And now, one by one, she seeks her vengeance in very, very memorable ways. One particular, I'll never forget the bathtub sequence in this movie. But yeah, this is the first time I've seen this film in quite a while. The first thing that popped into my head, and I was initially I was just going to do a quick review on it and not really rewatch the whole movie. But I popped it in and I looked at the transfer on this thing and I was like, holy shit. They did an amazing job. It's a 4K remaster from the original camera negatives on this thing. Ronin Flix, along with Mayor Zarchi, helped recreate it. This was also known as Day of the Woman. And then the name change was, I think, a couple of years later, they decided to, hey, let's call it I Spit on Your Grave. That's a little bit more memorable. I enjoy the movie for what it is. I don't consider it a classic like a lot of people. Camille Keaton's role of Jennifer is amazing. She does a great job in this. Very beautiful lady. I'm not sure how old she was in this movie, but very attractive young lady. I honestly think the rest of the cast didn't do the greatest. I did want to put over Richard Park. He plays the mentally handicapped guy in the group of ne'er-do-wells, or whatever you want to call them, yokels. He does a pretty decent job, but the rest of the cast, I mean, I don't know if it's the acting or just the characters. It didn't do a whole lot for me. Ronin Flix has released a few different versions of this. They had a big box set that came out last year. A lot of people picked it up. It includes a feature-length documentary, which I hear is really, really good. It's Mira's Archie's son does the documentary. Also includes the sequel, which Mira's Archie directed, and returning Camille Keaton, which I have not watched that one yet, but I do have that one as well. But yeah, this one, man, if you want to see this movie and it looks amazing, they have a new one out, a new 4K they've re-released as well. But these are single editions that you can pick up if you don't want the sequel, you're not really interested in the documentary, grab this one, you can get it by itself. And it does come with a few bonus features as well, audio commentaries and interviews with the director and a couple other things, just basic. You know, not all the special features that you want. You might want to get the box set if it's still available. But that is I Spit on Your Grave, aka Day of the Woman. It is out now in a variety of different forms from our good friends over at Ronin Flix. So that is it for the review. I did want to let people know that later on tonight, myself and Uncle Bill are going to be doing a commentary for Sleepaway Camp 2 Unhappy Campers from 1988. It's the first time we've seen this movie in quite a while. And yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to say about it, but it was requested by one of our patrons, so we are definitely doing it. Also, there's a 35% off from now until the 21st on shop.deadpit.com. We got some really cool fucking shirts up there, guys. So if you're interested in that, check it out. We've got a exclusive Last House on the Left design that coincided with just these series of shows that we've done. So go check that out. Again, check out I Spit on Your Grave from our good friends at Ronin Flix. Check us out. DEADPIT.com. Just thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell. Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.